So what's up, y'all? This video is so long overdue. So y'all seen I've been dropping the shorts videos. In the last short video, I stated that I was gonna tell y'all what happened to me because I've been gone for about a year. You know, usually I drop some videos, but I've been gone for about a year. So in all honesty, this time last year, I was pregnant, overwhelmed, not motivated at all, and basically just messed up mentally. So let me give y'all tea on what happened. Oh yeah, and I've been hearing people under the comments like, no, one time I had went live and they was asking questions like, what type of channel is this? So let me tell y'all, the type of channel this is basically, I give y'all my real life uncut transparency on me being a freight dispatcher. This is not one of those videos where somebody is in the chair with their arms crossed giving y'all a fake version of them being extremely professional. Of course, I know how to be extremely professional because that's my profession when I gotta contact these shippers. But with my family on YouTube, I like to just be real. I like to be myself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna be. So the ones who like it, and the ones who don't. But on this channel, I just keep it real and I be myself. So you're not gonna catch me up here folding my arms, doing emojis just to tell you about logistics and trying to persuade you to do something. No, I keep it real, boo, over here, and I just let you know and let you in on what's going on. I study the market, so I'm able to efficiently, strategically move my trucks. I'm the contract queen. I'm the queen of getting contract for trucks. So yeah, just keep listening, just keep following, and you will get the drift. You will get the drift. So y'all, so let me tell y'all about me last year and what pushed me back, but it also aligned my steps. So I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Like this time last year, I was pregnant, overwhelmed, unmotivated, just all of the above, y'all. Like just really all of the above. So I found out I was pregnant like in, what was that? I would say like around May. No, I'm tripping. I found out I was pregnant in March. But my boyfriend at the time, he knew that I was pregnant all along. But y'all, during that breakup, it got real nasty. The breakup was very nasty. So I was wondering why I was so emotional, because usually, but mind you, I've been knowing this man for about 15 years on and off. So that's just all another situation, y'all. But I know people throw this word around a lot, but I'm not lying. Narcissistic, that is what he is. I know people throw the word narcissist, they throw that word around loosely. But y'all, I'm being honest. The true definition of a narcissist, that's what that person is. But me, I'm too spiritual to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So we just chose to part ways. But during this part ways, in the meantime, between time, I found out I was pregnant. So when I found out I was pregnant, the breakup was ugly. So I told him, go to hell. I can do this by myself. So, because it's like, people always bash the woman if she decides to keep her baby. Mind you, he wanted the baby too, so it wasn't one of those. He wanted the baby too. But yeah, so I just felt like, you know, I'm getting older. I'm financially good. My baby will be loved. Like, I'm not about to go kill my baby because he's a narcissist, you know. But sometimes when you in love with someone at the time, you don't see those traits until later. And one day, I don't know what was going on. One day I was in my kitchen and I just asked God to heighten my discernment spirit, because I just felt like I was just getting further and further away from God during that period of time. So I had asked God, like, God, can you heighten? I said, God, please heighten my discernment, because I've been a spiritual girly. Like, I was raised in the church. And just my life itself, it just showed me how real God is. And not to put my business out there, I'm really spiritually gifted for real. It's like I got the gift of knowing. Like, I just be automatically knowing stuff. So you really can't really pull a wool over my eyes. It's like God would immediately tell me when you're lying. God would immediately tell me when something is wrong. Like, he just tells me. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to explain. But if you're spiritual out there, then you understand what I'm talking about. And so I just came to the point where I'm not ignoring any red flags anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to ignore no red flags. If God tell me to listen to something and do something in this, I'm going to be obedient. Because not being obedient will cost you in the long run. And not only that, I really feel like everything you do in your life is spiritual. When it comes to business, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to working your 9 to 5, when it comes to your mentality, when it comes to the way you think. It's just your aura. Everything is spiritual, believe it or not. We are just humans having a spiritual experience. I mean, we are spiritual. We are spirits having a human experience. So that's why I firmly believe in. I firmly believe that everything is spiritual. So I feel as though, like me, I can't do a lot of things. I can't, like, intertwine my energy just with any and everybody. So with this particular person, when I realized what was going on, it was already too late. I'm already pregnant. But that doesn't mean that my story is over, okay? So me and him had our differences. And in this time when I'm pregnant, it's like I was so emotional. I was very emotional. And in real life, I'm not an emotional person. I could be a bit dramatic, but emotional, no. Like, I'm not emotional when it comes to men, as far as, like, at all. So I'm not going to say that I was, like, weeping over him. I think I was just weeping because I was pregnant and I was just emotional. But, y'all, that was a time. I don't think I want no more kids, to be honest. And not just because of that situation. I don't think I want no more kids, how it made my body feel. That was my main thing. My main thing is how it made my body feel. Like, this is my first time being pregnant and carrying it out. So, I just felt so heavy. I felt so, like, I don't know. Some women can just go through pregnancy and it just be a breeze to them. But to me, y'all, it was not a breeze at all. It was affecting me because how my body felt. I did not like the way it made my body feel. And not only that, with my body feeling like that, I was so unmotivated to work. I just wanted to lay in the bed and do nothing. When I tell y'all the devil was in my ear the whole entire time, it was really spiritual warfare with me being pregnant. Like, literally. I don't know why at the time I was just having all types of emotions. I had too much time to think on my hands because I stopped doing dispatching. What time did I stop doing dispatching? I stopped dispatching, I think, when I turned like 7 months. When I was like 7 months, I stopped dispatching because I was getting so big. I was so big, but I was all stomach. I was all stomach because I don't know if y'all can see my little big sitting down, but see my stomach is flat. But y'all, I was all stomach, and yeah, I was just so heavy and unmotivated, and I just felt like my world is ending at this moment. I was asking God to take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. I couldn't eat nothing. I lost so much weight. I'm just now getting my weight back, y'all. So that's why I got up and showed y'all. I'm just now gaining my weight back, which I don't want to get too big, but I'm just not looking like myself. Y'all, my hair was never done. My appearance was crazy. I was trying so hard, but mentally and spiritually, I was not there. I just knew, but everything, like how I was feeling, even about the breakup, even about me being pregnant, and I just felt so out of whack. I felt so out of touch. I ran to God, y'all. I just ran to God. Every day I was praying. Every day I was just asking God to heal me. Every day I was just talking to God, y'all. Every day, every second of the minute, I'm just talking to God. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the devil did have some intrusive thoughts in my mind, but I did not let that defeat me at all, because I just kept going no matter how I felt. Even on the days I felt like giving up, I just kept going. So with me not dispatching, I didn't have much support also. So literally it's just me. I don't know if y'all knew, but if you my OG followers, you know that, my mom moved to North Carolina from Virginia. And our family in North Carolina, they are not in tune with one another. So it's just literally me, my little sister, and my little brother. that I helped raise when they was younger. But now, of course, they're grown. They have their own lives. So it was basically just me and a couple of my friends to help me get through. And when I tell you God sent me the right village at the right time, my friends are everything. Like I'm about to get, listen, it is not about, it's really not about your family. So if you out there and you don't have no family, you don't have like a lot of support, listen, God will send you the people that you need at that time. I'm telling you, because God literally sent the people that I needed at that time. I was not dispatching for real, so I did not have as much money as I needed to sometimes, because I was so big and I was so, didn't feel like working. I was so spiritually down, y'all. Last year around this time was so hard, but I tried, when I go around the people or someone see me, of course I try to fake a cute smile or a smile on my face, like everything is okay. But y'all, I was not okay last year. So that's why I was not posting videos. I'm just now getting back in my bag. But y'all, last year I was not okay. And God took care of me. I'm telling you. And he sent me the right people. He sent me my village that loved on me, that loved on my baby. My baby shower, not only 2 of my family members showed up. And I invited everybody. And it's not just because of who I am. It's just because, you know, sometimes it becomes your parents as well. How your family, it's just, my family just weird. How they treated my mama now, she's gone and she passed away. They'll treat her kids like that as well, because I'm going to step 10 toes behind, 10 toes down by my mama, even whether she's alive or gone with God. And my mother is gone with God. So I'm not saying I have any grudge against them, because I try to make peace. I invited them to my baby shower. But it is what it is. Sometimes your family is not who you're related to. It's who you make your family. So if your friends consider your family, it don't matter if you have 1 or 2 friends. Just cherish those people and love on those people who love on you. Because, baby, God will bring you the village of who you need at the time when you need them. So yes, once again, my whole pregnancy was crazy, y'all. So, but in my mind, I knew I just needed to have my baby. So I knew once I had my baby, I'll be good. So I had my daughter on November the 27th. Yay! And I love her so much, y'all. I love being a mom. Even though I waited a long ass time to be a mom, because I'm in my 30s. I waited a long ass time to be a mom. All my friends' kids old as hell. But y'all, I love being a mom. I love it. My pregnancy was horrible. I was stagnant. I was broke sometimes. I put a stop in my business. It was so much going on. I lost weight. It was so much going on. But I knew once I had my baby, I'm going to turn up. That's all I needed to do. I just need to get my baby out of my stomach. I knew once I had my baby, oh, I'm about to turn up. That's my word. So it is. So it shall be. Y'all just learned that. I just learned after you pray, say so it is, so it shall be. And it just locks it in. Like, I don't know about for everybody, but to me, I just feel like after I said it just put a stamp on it. Like, it's declaration that whatever you want and whatever you pray for, act upon it, and it's gonna happen. It's locked in. After you say, so it is, so it shall be, it's locked in. What about God heard you? He gonna hear you regardless, but I'm just saying, it just declares it. So, after I had my baby, November 27th, y'all, I was in the hospital on Thanksgiving. My dad had brought me some, Thanksgiving food, thank God. But yeah, I was pregnant and I was in the hospital for a week because she didn't want to get out of my stomach. I didn't know what was going on, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. In that part, when I had her, y'all, ladies out there, I don't know if y'all did the balloon method, but they did the balloon method. The balloon method is crazy. I had to get induced because she did not want to get out. I was harassed in the hospital. I was harassing my doctor. Can y'all induce me? Put me on the schedule to induce me. I was over 40 weeks, big and miserable, crying every day. The devil in my ear. I'm having spiritual warfare between God and the devil. Like, y'all, I was going through it. I kept making up reasons to go to the hospital. I was making up reasons. I kept on telling them, hey, my back hurts, so I can't breathe. I was just making up anything. They probably knew I was lying. Get this baby out of me. So look, y'all, I had my baby on November 27th. So after she came, it was just such a relief. Like, I was so happy. Hold on, y'all. She crying. Let me get her bottle. All right, I'm back, y'all. So if y'all hear Miss Rachel, y'all know it's her. But when I was pregnant as well, I mean, when I was having my baby in the hospital, my homegirl called me. She was like, Ashley, we need to do a podcast, because me and her do be having some wild conversations, like just about relationships, politics. Like, you can't lose us in that conversation, because we be in tune into everything. That's one thing about me. I'm not just a pretty face, so I don't just only know about trucking. I know a lot of other things as well, and I just love getting into controversial conversations. So, and me and her be having different opinions as well, but it's okay to agree to disagree. So that's why we did the podcast. And also she was like, we need to do a podcast, and we can interview people around Charlotte, North Carolina, that's game changers, community leaders, and things of that nature. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, I told her on the phone, I was like, bro, just let me have this baby real quick. After I have the baby, I promise I'm going to turn up in every aspect of my life. Just watch. She was like, I believe you. I believe you. After I had that baby, I had my baby in November. December, we dropped the first podcast video. Boom. In January, got my drivers back. Start dispatching again. And also, with me as a dispatcher, I have a passion for the trucking industry, right? Like, this is not fake, it's not a facade. Like, I really have a passion for trucking, like, on all levels. So, I was so grateful that my drivers are so loyal. I was able to dispatch them again. Also, the years prior to me getting pregnant, I built great relationship with traffic managers and brokers. So I touched back in bases with the traffic managers and brokers that I was cool with, and I was able to get some dedicated lanes. So what I started doing, I started selling the contracts. Hey, I have dedicated lanes. And so instead of me dispatching you directly, you could just have this contract. I'm going to sell it to you. So that's what I was able to do as well. And because also what I do know is that right now we are in inflation. We've been in inflation for a minute. So if your dispatcher do not know how to strategically dispatch you by her knowing the market, because right now you have dispatchers just will send you anywhere, and which is not cool, because we still in inflation. So you still have to be mindful of where you sending these drivers. Whether if they have a drive-in, flatbed, you have to know the market, study the market, and also make sure that you're studying politics and things that's going on in the world, because that is a domino effect to the trucking industry. So with me and my company and my business, I also knew that I know what I know as far as how to study the market, how to strategically build good reports and relationships with these traffic managers. That's my expertise. My expertise is, number one, we're going to strategize on how to get you make you meet your goal every week. And also, I love to build strategically good relationships with brokers and with shippers. Because listen, if you got a good 3 to 5 brokers, 3 to 5 shippers in your back pocket, they're going to keep you moving. You don't have to be chasing freight. I'm not in the business of chasing freight no more. I did it a long time ago. Now, I could teach you how to chase freight, but I'm not in the business of chasing freight anymore. And what I like to do is build great relationships with brokers, with traffic managers. And once you do that, once you do a good 1 or 2 loads, they see that your driver is always on time, that you got good communication skills, that you are personable. You guys can build a good foundation, and not just business wise. You guys can be able to talk about anything sometimes. Like, sometimes just call them and say, and once you get to that level, they're always going to look out for you. I have brokers and traffic managers I've been cool with since 2020 that call me when they need something. If they have a contract, who they're gonna call? Me first. This industry is all about building relationships. So after I had my daughter, I start cold calling. I'm cold calling. You gonna hate cold calling, but it's something you gotta do to get in your bag. You have to cold call. It's not gonna come to you. It doesn't work like that. So boom, start building my business back up slowly but surely. I'm coming back on top. I changed my mentality. I got back in the prayer where I've been praying, but I really feel like the way I start praying is differently, because I really feel like being an entrepreneur is a spiritual journey. If you don't think so, I don't know what to tell you, because you really got to be so locked in with whoever that you believe in to know and have faith of a mustard seed that it's going to work out. Like, you got to have crazy faith. Even in your current circumstances is not reflecting in your mind, you have to know, hey, I may have $30 the last meal to hit a Friday, but I know my business is going to check in. Like, I know my business is going to work out. I'm going to get a driver on Friday. Because I'm a cold call. I make 10 calls a week, 10 calls a day. Somebody going to tell me yes. That's the mentality you got to have. Like, as a dispatcher, I'm going to make 20 calls a day. Somebody's going to tell me yes. I don't care how many no's I get. Somebody's going to tell me yes. So I got back in my bag. I started back cold calling. Sometimes you got to start back from ground one. Mind you, I know the game. I've been doing this years ago. Sometimes you got to bring it back. I had to bring it back because I've been out of the loop for a year. So I had to bring it back. So fast forward to now. I have dispatchers that work under me. I have so many dedicated lanes for box trucks, Sprinter vans. I have my dispatchers, they're dispatching flatbeds, drive-ins, reefer trailers. I'm also on the consulting side. So if you have questions about logistics, getting your business off the ground. And also, last but not least, I don't know if y'all seen my YouTube, but I have a truck. I'm an owner-operator. Look what God can do. Y'all, listen. Look, God is so good. I'm telling you, don't never lose faith. I don't care what you're going through. Don't lose faith. Just last year, I was looking crazy, y'all. Big pregnant. Boyfriend just became non-existent because he's a loser and a narcissist. So, lack of support. Listen, only a couple friends that I could depend on, and I ain't asking them for nothing because I'm very prideful. I'm just saying, hey, let's go out and get some food. Let's get out the house before I go crazy in this house. Not working my business as I should. Not putting my best foot forward. But God still provided. Y'all. So, y'all, God still provided. I'm telling you, y'all, do not lose faith. No matter how your current circumstances is. It's only been a year later. I have a truck. I have a team. I'm going to tell y'all, because without a team, you're not going to be able to scale your business as you should. You can't do everything by yourself. If you want to reach 6 and 7 figures with your business, I definitely prefer you to get a team and prefer you to use smart automations. But y'all, just thinking about the mental state I was in last year to where I'm at today, y'all, God can blow your mind. Y'all, God can blow your mind. Don't never lose faith at all. Like, seriously, no matter your current circumstances, I don't give a damn if you got $0 in your pocket. Get something. I don't know what your business is or your goals, your 9 to 5 or whatever it is. Don't lose sight of who you are. And also, everything is within first. Like, people think that you got to find happiness and find this and find that. Like, no. Whatever happened to me Even with my child's father, I take my lick and I just keep going because God gonna bless me regardless. You know, and that's just with anything. A bad business partner, an ex-boyfriend. You don't let nothing defeat you mentally, because you gotta love yourself so much within and love God first, then love whoever you believe in. Love that first, and then love you so much within. And once you love yourself so much within, it'd be hard to really affect your mental state. I love myself so much. It's like it's hard to get me off my pivot. The only thing that get me off my pivot right now is somebody messing with my daughter. Then I might turn this bitch into I guess stand with no problem. But until then, like, y'all, it's so hard to get me off my pivot. And it's so hard for the devil to try to get in because I'm so locked in with God. Because he showed me God is, sometimes when, I ain't gonna lie, and it may sound like I'm rambling, but I'm not. Listen, sometimes we be so focused on our current now because of how things look now. Y'all, it's no time frame in the spiritual realm. We only on the time here in this physical realm. In the spiritual realm, there's no time frame. You never know what God is cooking up behind the scenes in the spiritual realm, okay? So just know, keep your faith, and just know it's gonna work out. Gritty, it got scenarios, it has a lot of great things. So if you are interested to get into dispatching, and I do have one-on-ones, but if you don't want to listen to someone teach for 4 hours, I do have the self-paced dispatch course. I'm going to drop it below. Also, I am open for consultations as well, because listen, when I first got into the business, it's very hard, still to this day, it's hard to get in certain spots in the trucking industry. I'm talking about contracted work, things that's longevity, because in trucking, they ain't gonna tell you, but people are clicked up in trucking. They really are. People are definitely clicked up in trucking. And also, if you're a person that wants the information, you even tell them, hey, I pay for the information. Like, they are still clicked up. They'll probably give you a little bit of information, but not everything. Like, if you are in the truck industry, you know, sometimes it's hard to get good information, or they'll tell you something good about it and you'll be intrigued about a lane or intrigued about opportunity, and they don't want to give you the full details on it. That's how they do. But me, I'm not like that. I want people to win, because I've been that person when I'm new into something and I'm just trying to get more understanding or get certain opportunities that I see that look good for my business, and then people want to play. They don't want to give you the full details. That's why. But helping someone else don't break your pockets. Actually, when you help other people, God bless you even more. So I never got the logic of that. But needless to say, I'm here to help. So let me tell y'all what I have on my plate. I have contracts for box trucks, Sprinter vans. That's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Or just in North Carolina in general. Also, I'm open for consultations if you feel like, hey, I just need a little bit more information or guidance on my business. I have connections to business credit and how to leverage your business as well. Tap in with me. I have no problem with helping at all, seriously, because I just feel like this industry is so tight with information. They may drop little gems here and there on Instagram or on YouTube, and the things that these new creators are talking about on social media as far as dropping gems, I've been said that shit years ago. Like, nobody's saying nothing new to me, unless you a person that's really studying the market, and I do the same thing, and so we probably know the same thing. But I'm always open to being a student when it comes to that spectrum, or when it comes to anything in general. I'm always open to be a student. But from what I've been seeing, a lot of these new content creators that's in the trucking industry, they just do it for shits and giggles. I really do it to help, like, for real. And I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, people don't want to help you for real in this industry. I'm not for sure how it is in other industries. They don't be wanting to help for real in this industry. But me, I am the type to, come on, let's make some money together. Like, that's how I feel. If I can help you and you can help me, let's do it. Or if I can just help you in general, I like to see other people leverage their business and not being stuck and stagnant. I've been there before. It's not a good feeling. So if I know some information that can help you leverage, baby, let's go. God put you in my circle for a reason, or God let you watch this video for a reason, or God told someone for you to call. However it worked out, you contact me for a reason, because I feel like everything is spiritual. And being that everything is spiritual, that's why I gotta do everything with good intentions. I don't do nothing with no ill intentions, because baby, God ain't about to get me. So I definitely do everything with good intentions. So yes, if you need help building your business, knowing how to scale your business, contact me. If you need some contracts for box trucks, sprint events, contact me. If you need your truck moved, flatbeds, drive-ins, reefer trailers, contact me. We can definitely keep you rolling, because we strategize everything over here. And because I know the market, I'm not just about to send, or my team is not about to send you anywhere. And we reach goals over here every week. Do you math? Google me. But nevertheless, y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all about my experience, how I was pregnant and going crazy. All right, y'all. But I just want to share my experience and of what I went through, because at first I'm like, I don't want to say too much. That was my thought process. But then again, that was the devil, because you never know who your story can help. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a woman, or you are someone, even a male, if you feel like you're stagnant, you're stuck, or just in a tight situation, you're struggling. I was there last year, and that's because I stopped working my business. I was pregnant. I had the boyfriend that we broke up. Ladies, y'all know how it is when you first break up with somebody. You know we be in our feelings sometimes. And not only that, I was pregnant. So that's emotions on top of emotions on top of emotions on top of emotions. So you know how that be in the beginning, and then find out you're pregnant. So then you lack of motivation. And I'm a very ambitious person. So with me having a lack of motivation, that really killed my spirit, because I don't want to get up and do nothing, because I feel so big and heavy. And if I eat some, I might be gagging, because how the baby making me feel. Y'all, it was so much. And it just really brings tears to my eyes to know how far God can bring you within a year. I have a semi truck. I have dispatchers work under me. I have a virtual assistant. I have a whole team. Like, please don't never underestimate the power of God. I'm sorry, I'm not for sure who y'all believe in, but I'm a firm believer in God. I'm not really religious, but I know who God is. I'm spiritual. I believe in God I love him so much, y'all. Even on the days I feel like giving up. Y'all, it was times where I feel like I didn't even want to be here anymore, honestly. And that's when I was pregnant, because I felt so unmotivated, and it was killing my spirit, to the fact when I have to start all over my business from ground zero, and I built it up to what I had it then, but the pregnancy made me feel so down that I got to start all over from ground zero. Do you know how crushing that was? I didn't have the spirit that I have now. Like, I don't care, come on, let's go. Whatever's built for me, let's do it. I didn't have that then. I was just so emotionally out of whack. But when I tell you, the power of prayer will bring you so far, and faith will bring you so far. Never lose faith, no matter how crazy it looks. Also, and that's why I'm so big with helping. One of my biggest affirmations is, Lord, use me as a tool to help others. That's why you always see me. I'm always making videos. I'm always teaching something. I teach too. I do have a course, a self-paced course. Link. I can drop the link in the comments. I'm going to drop the link in the description, matter of fact. I have a self-paced course. So if you're interested in getting into dispatching, I worked so hard on that course. Now, that is one thing I worked on when I was pregnant. Literally, I worked days and nights on that course. Like, I was up 24 hours working, perfecting that course. So that gives you the ins and outs on freight dispatching, and you get to do it on your own time. You ain't pressed for time. You ain't got somebody teaching you in your face for 4 hours. You could just really, take it at your own pace. That's one thing I love about it. It definitely gets down to the nitty gritty. It got scenarios. It has a lot of great things. So if you are interested to get into dispatching, and I do have one-on-ones, but if you don't want to listen to someone teach for 4 hours, I do have the self-paced dispatch course. I'm going to drop it below. Also, I am open for consultations as well, because listen, When I first got into the business, it's very hard. Still to this day, it's hard to get in certain spots in the trucking industry. I'm talking about contracted work, things that's longevity, because trucking. And also, if you're a person that wants the information, you even tell them, hey, I pay for the information. Like, they are still clicked up. They'll probably give you a little bit of information, but not everything. Like, if you are in the trucking industry, you know, sometimes it's hard to get good information, or they'll tell you something good about it and you'll be intrigued about a lane or intrigued about opportunity, that they don't want to give you the full details on it. That's how they do. But me, I'm not like that. I want people to win, because I've been that person when I'm new into something and I'm just trying to get more understanding or get certain opportunities that I see that look good for my business, and then people want to play. They don't want to give you the full details. That's why. But helping someone else don't break your pockets. Actually, when you help other people, God bless you even more. So I never got the logic of that. But needless to say, I'm here to help. So let me tell you what I have on my plate. I have contracts for box trucks, Sprinter vans. That's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Or just in North Carolina in general. Also, I'm open for consultations if you feel like, hey, I just need a little bit more information or guidance on my business. I have connections to business credit and how to leverage your business as well. Tap in with me. I have no problem with helping at all, seriously, because I just feel like this industry is so tight with information. They may drop little gems here and there on Instagram or on YouTube, and the things that these new creators are talking about on social media as far as dropping gems, I've been said that shit years ago. Like, nobody's saying nothing new to me, unless you a person that's really studying the market, and I do the same thing, and so we probably know the same thing. But I'm always open to being a student when it comes to that spectrum, or when it comes to anything in general. I'm always open to be a student. But from what I've been seeing, a lot of these new content creators that's in the trucking industry, they just do it for shits and giggles. I really do it to help, like, for real. And I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, people don't want to help you for real in this industry. I'm not for sure how it is in other industries. They don't be wanting to help for real in this industry. But me, I am the type to, come on, let's make some money together. Like, that's how I feel. If I can help you and you can help me, let's do it. Or if I can just help you in general, I like to see other people leverage their business and not being stuck and stagnant. I've been there before. It's not a good feeling. So if I know some information that can help you leverage, baby, let's go. God put you in my circle for a reason, or God let you watch this video for a reason, or God told someone for you to call. However it worked out, you contact me for a reason, because I feel like everything is spiritual. And being that everything is spiritual, that's why I gotta do everything with good intentions. I don't do nothing with no ill intentions, because, baby, God ain't about to get me. So I definitely do everything with good intentions. So, yes, if you need help building your business, knowing how to scale your business, contact me. If you need some contracts for box trucks, Sprinter vans, contact me. If you need your truck moved, flatbeds, drive-ins, reefer trailers, contact me. We can definitely keep you rolling, because we strategize everything over here. And because I know the market, I'm not just about to send, or my team is not about to send you anywhere. And we reach goals over here every week. Do you math? Google me. But nevertheless, y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all about my experience, how I was pregnant and going crazy. If you are someone that feel like you was losing your mind at one point, or you losing your mind right now, if I can help you in any way, form, or fashion, contact me. And also, just know that God is always on time. He might not be on your time, because time is an illusion, but he's always on time. It might be the nick of a dime. Never lose faith, never lose hope, y'all, because God is real and he's so powerful. Until next time, y'all, I love y'all, because, you know, if you've been ready, you don't got to get ready. Bye.